That's the injured duck. I let him walk out of his crate this morning to see how he's walking. He's limping, but he's limping less than when I started crating him and wrapping his leg. It's really hard to tell exactly what part of the leg was injured, so I just did the best I could. It looked like the bottom of the leg. So he's got a little brace. Wrapped, not too tight, but tight enough. I still think I should keep him enclosed for a little while longer, but I did want to start to let him out and walk around a little bit. Kind of assess progress. So we look like we have a couple of ducks that are okay with taking a bath and cleaning themselves up in the winter, and two that are like, no, you don't need a bath. Gave one of my roosters a bath. And I had to keep him in. I did it at bedtime. I brought him in and put him in the sink. He had a poopy butt. And I've been looking at that poopy butt for a while going, shoot man, I cannot bath a rooster in the winter. It's just too cold. But it was at a point where I had to. It wasn't getting better on its own. It was getting worse. Little balls of poop turning into bigger balls of poop. Gross, but you know, it has to be dealt with. Any long-haired animal is going to have issues that has to be dealt with. So I gave him a bath. He did really well. It's not something that you film. You know, when there's emergencies around, you just deal with the emergency. You don't go run and get the camera. So it was late. It was bedtime. I took him in. I bathed him in the kitchen sink. Damn near drowned him, paying attention to his bottom instead of his head. Then I took him into the bathroom and sat him on a towel after drying him and blow dry him with the hair dryer, which they like. I've done that a couple times now. I did it with little guy, and little guy liked being blow dry. But I'm careful not, you know, I always have my hand under the blowing part so that it doesn't get too hot on the bird. It's too hot on my hand, it's too hot on the bird. So I know to back it up. So I've taken a rooster in and washed his wing because it had poop on it. Probably from poopy butt chicken. And then I took poopy butt chicken in, and this little guy got poop on him, and I took him in. Anytime I take an animal in the house and have to bath it in the wintertime, I have to keep it in that night. So I woke up to in the house. And then my daughter's dog downstairs would go moo, and then the rooster would go and then the dog would go moo. So I got up and got my clothes on as fast as I could at like 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, and took them outside. Then the dog stopped mooing, and yeah, their dog moos. I don't know why he doesn't bark. He just doesn't. I think that's his way of howling.